So these are the various dimensions of wellness, which all are interconnected.
There are 6 dimensions of the wellness. It is not only the physical wellness, but it is spiritual wellness, it is social wellness, emotional wellness, and occupational wellness, and intellectual wellness.
Okay, so first, as we understood what is a dimension of wellness,
Yeah.
goal is there are various goals that depends on person to person, patient to patient. Some might want to reduce weight, some might to quit smoking. So, and depending on your goals, wellness coach works towards it. So, if we know what is wellness coach, when I say I am a certified wellness coach, that means we try to cover, when client comes to us for coaching, we try to cover all the dimensions of wellness coach we discussed earlier. So what is coach, wellness coach? So coaching is helping client to learn rather than teaching them. We are not teacher. Wellness coach is a supportive guide who helps client to set their health goals, whether to lose weight, to improve energy, or better manage stress, or there are many other goals. So they mentor, they are the mentor who guides clients or show them the path to achieve optimal health, and they are with this help and their knowledge, they make their clients to be aware of their health status and what can be done to achieve the optimal health and to adopt a healthy lifestyle. So thus they are, if you see, they are a very important members of healthcare fraternity who bridges gap between traditional healthcare also, and enacts patient or clients to adapt a behavior changes, sustainable behavior changes. This you will understand when I'll discuss about the one example of my patient. So coaches normally take responsibility and make them more confidence as they experience small successes and ultimately achieve more significant change in their lifestyle. So they empower and motivate their clients to become their own expert. That is the main role of a wellness coach, or who wellness coach is, if you want to understand that. So here I would like to say one example of one of my patient, one of my client who come to a female client aged around 28 30, married since 2 years, having a problem of some gynec problem. And with that, when I observed that she was like quite obese, or you can say overweight, after two sessions in private, she opened up and talked me about her past childhood trauma and problem in his her family life, and what all she has faced. And now and when I go for her life, or what, when I ask what is your routine, so I can make out that she was not at all living us, though she was young, 28 and 30 years of age, she was not at her optimum potential, I would say. So when I asked, it was so in this case you can understand, emotionally she was not balanced, physically she was overweight and suffering from disease, intellectually, though she can do many things, she is educated, she was not ready to learn or do any job. Socially she was not happy with family members surrounding her family, and this all has lead to a certain disease. So what we start, she was not able to sleep properly, and because of that she was not able to wake up early or in a time, it was late. So all things were disturbed. In her case, she has already visited gynecologist, she has already visited gym and all, but nothing helped her. So in her case, we started, if I say her, yes, you have to wait 25 kgs, or in a 6 months, or you have to change your diet and all, she would have run from me also. So what we did, first basic step I suggested her to wake early and go for a walk. That is the only task I gave for 1 week. she was happy that she was successful to achieve that goal. Gradually, we both work together. We consult her husband also. We include him, and then gradually she move on to like waking up early, going to gym, change in her diet, and last she started learning for competitive exams, and now she is working happily. Her all lifestyle has become, now she's in the journey of wellness, I would say. After 1 year she's on that path. She herself understood what all problems were her. She could manage the problem in her with her family members also. Just 2 weeks ago, she said, Doctor, after meeting you, my life has changed 180 degrees. It's almost 1 year. So this is the job of wellness coach.
ओके तो मुझे यहाँ जो भी समझ में आया वो ये समझ में आया कि ठीक है, हम जितने भी लोग हैं एजुकेटेड हैं, सब अपना हेल्दी डाइट जानते हैं, मेडिसिन लेना जानते हैं. दे नो दैट दे हैव टू वॉक, दे हैव टू डू एक्सरसाइज, दे हैव टू वर्क ऑन द सोशल एंड इमोशनल डेवलपमेंट, बट दे आर नॉट डूइंग दैट. In that situation, we need a wellness coach like Dr. Sejal Shah. So that's why you are here today with us.
I would also like to include one thing.
Okay.
Ki wellness coach is not a dietitian or is not a fitness instructor. They are the person who will help you to choose dietitian or to choose the fitness expert or to yoga mentor, and combined effects of all will help a patient to be a healthy or have a healthy lifestyle. So there is a difference between certified coach and all other fitness expert.
So now I want to know about the wellness tourism.
Okay, so wellness tourism is my favorite subject as it suggests wellness plus tourism. So traveling, one is leisure travel and another is wellness tourism. So but wellness tourism is traveling for an aim or a purpose of adopting a healthy lifestyle. Either it could be detoxification or either it could be the getting relaxation. You can visit to sauna or sorry spa nearby for 1 or 2 days and enjoy sauna bath, massage therapy. That is also a relaxation for your mind and body. Or there is a CAM, complementary alternative therapies. Mainly they are naturopathy. So mainly in that naturopathy centers and Ayurvedic center. For example, Kerala, you must all have heard about the Kerala Ayurvedic Center. So people visit there for their treatment also. They have specific set of activities like mud therapy or yoga. So they have specific set of activities. When you wake up, you have a yoga session, and then they will give you food, sattvic, Suddha sattvic food. So that will help you to manage your digestive system as well. And they'll make you sleep early. So again, there will be change in adopting healthy lifestyle. So or if you have a disease, then also you can get treatment, naturopathy, or that is complementary therapy tourism. So it's a tourism with aim.
Okay, so
you are making me to run.
So my understanding,
I'm forgetting things.
Yeah, it's okay. So my understanding says about this session that if I want to achieve my wellness, I have to get a lot of sleep so that I can, when I wake up, I'll be fresh. I have to smile, I have to laugh, and we have to mastering in our thoughts and the emotions. If we feel that our emotions or our thoughts negative, we have to distract ourselves immediately. We have to love our body. Love our body means either we can do walk, we can go for the yoga, we can meet our friends who can make you relax and who can pamper you. We have to move away from the daily routine life where we feel stress all the time. We have to engage ourselves in visualization. We have to spend time in nature. जरूरी नहीं है कि हम केरला ही जाएं, हमारे नियर बाय पार्क हो सकता है, टेंपल हो सकता है, ग्रांडे पे भी बैठ के कर सकते हैं, अच्छे से वॉक करने से. Yes, if you go out for 30 minutes, you will feel happiness and spend time with nature and meditate. And your friends also. Sitting with your friends at mountain also is a relaxation. Yes, भगवान के सामने हाथ जोड़ के खड़े होना भी 30 seconds, 1 minute, that is also kind of meditation. तो अगर हम ये सब follow करते हैं, definitely we are going towards our own wellness. So I have one question. Please answer it quickly. Like, what is the difference between well-being and the wellness? It is confusing.
Okay. Yes. So well-being comes in the definition of wellness also. So there is people normally confuse this term wellness as with health, well-being, or happiness. Also, there are common elements in between them, but wellness is active process, whereas well-being is a state of mind. It's an emotion, feeling happy, feeling well-being. On other hand, wellness is an active process. It is of wellness is like becoming aware and making choice that leads towards an outcome of optimal holistic health and well-being. So the way or the lifestyle you adapt to reach to well-being, so it's a state of happiness or overall satisfaction and all. So this is major difference. One is active and one is passive.
I can see one more question, which is saying, is wellness goal is different for kids and adult, or they could be same, or they should be same?
It should be almost same. As everyone we us know, kids are mirrors. They don't listen. They just follow whatever you do. So first, if parents are there who adopts a healthy lifestyle, who eats home cooked food, they will definitely follow it. The most important thing in kids' case is instead of arguing with them, you have to make an example. You have to show and what it can happen. You have to allow also sometimes to try. And in corona time specifically, then kids are at home, so to maintain their emotional and intellectual wellness, even in physical wellness, being a parent, it's your responsibility to spend a very quality time with them, do some physical activities with them, try to understand the emotions, what they are feeling, and share your emotions with that. Otherwise, khana pina sona, that all, if you sleep early, they'll also sleep early. If you don't use WhatsApp, they'll also don't use WhatsApp. Although they have आजकल बहुत gaming वेमिंग चल रहा है, after teenage they don't listen, but that thing will be there in their mind. When they become adults, they will definitely remember कि my parents used to do that, and if I fall sick, I have to follow this way.
Okay, so here we are very near to end our session. I can say my conclusion and my takeaway for this session is wellness is a state of good mental, physical, and emotional health. An example of wellness is, we can say, eating correctly and do the exercise every day. The quality of state, the quality or state of being in a good health is a wellness. Wellness is a holistic integration of physical, mental, and spiritual well-being, fueling the body, engaging the mind, and nurturing the spirit. So we say thank you, Dr. Sejal, for giving your time. And
thank you very much.
People can contact you on your mail ID.
setuhealthcare@gmail.com.
Okay. And if anybody has any question, you can ask right now.
I have one question on my WhatsApp, I guess.
Okay.
It's someone has, I think someone is doing Google and asking me about SMART goal.
Okay.
So SMART goal itself says SMART. So S is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goal. So these are the SMART criteria that help to incorporate guidance and realistic direction in goal setting. So ये goal setting ऐसे रहेंगे. The way I put a goal setting for my patient initially. So if the goal is reliable, attainable, and measurable, then the success of it will motivate the client, and ultimately they will see good result in future. So that is called SMART goals in wellness.
Okay, thank you. And before ending our session, our deep condolence to our dear friend Shraddha Bhargav's mother. Please say Om with me 3 times, and we are ending the session. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for joining and spending time. I hope I am not too fast. If I am fast, you can ask or send me questions. I'll reply calmly on my email ID.
Sure. Okay. Bye. Thank you, everyone.